Welcome back to this episode of the Renovation Nation. So, in our last episode, we talked to the general contractor, and of course, he came up with the issue of waiting for permits, which is a very common thing that seems to hold up construction. Well, guess what? We got permits. So we were able to go out to the property and see the rest of the work that was being done. A lot of the demolition, the interior stuff was basically completed, with the exception of the fact when they were tearing out one back section of the wall. If you remember the back part of the house where they were talking about fixing the foundation, it was out of plumb. Well, they found a lot more issue with that, which created like a change order. It became a little bit bigger project toward the end. Anyway, let's take a peek and see what happened. And by the way, before we go there, make sure to hit the subscription button, the notification bell, share this with anyone, make any comments about this episode or any future episodes, past episodes. So let's go back to the property that was left for dead. Hey, this is Howard again out in the field. We're back at the house in Marysville now that we've got the weather is much better and permits have finally gone through. And you're going to start to see the amazing transformation now in this house. So all of the asbestos siding is gone. And from what I could tell is that we have now took down the back part of the house because there was an issue with the foundation and everything else. So this is a part they're working on, as well as finishing up a lot of the demolition on the inside. So let's go talk to John, the general contractor, and see what we have. Okay, it's John, the general contractor on here. We're looking at the back of the house here. Why don't you kind of explain what happened?
So it's some period of time, there was an addition done when we don't know. We noticed that there was some settling in the foundation. Part of our bid was to correct that foundation, which you see down here. Once we got into it and did the demo on the exterior, we realized how the framing was just nowhere near to code or for safety. So to give the best product, we decided to go ahead and rebuild that first and second bathroom area and completely re-pour the footing so that these clients will have a really safe and great structure for years to come.
So this is a prime example of you don't know what you know until you actually open it up and really see what's going on.
Yeah, we were thinking this was something that was done similar to the original build, and all we were really needing to kind of do was just jack the house up to re-secure it and re-pour the footing. But once we got deeper into it, we found out that much more work was needed.
Right. So now it's up to code. It's going to be a lot safer. It's going to be built to last. And you also talked about you're going to be redoing all the siding. You're using
Yep. So the house is going to get completely resided in hardy plank siding from James Hardy products. So it'll be fiberboard material, bug-proof, weatherproof, stuff like that. Definitely a forever siding, which is really nice.
Nice. And is up top there's obviously a door.
Yep.
And that's going to go out to
That'll be the second-story bathroom.
the second-story bathroom. So there's a second-story bathroom, and then down here is going to be a bathroom and laundry?
Correct, yep.
Okay.
And a utility closet with a hot water heater.
The utility closet, okay. So should we take a look inside, see what it looks like? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we are inside. Wow.
Yes, we're inside the house now. I think last time we spoke, we had just gotten through most of the demo, but now demo's completely done inside. Some other things we noticed after we got demo done, there was a good amount of we'll say damage due to animals on the subfloor. So with trying to remediate smell and just, the damage is done, we go ahead and remove that. So we're going to be replacing that. We noticed in the kitchen actually had quite a bit of a drop ceiling.
Yep.
So we removed that. We'll be going to the original ceiling height in there.
Which is, what is this, like 12 feet?
It's 11 foot, exactly.
11 foot?
11 foot here and then 9 foot upstairs. So
Wow.
nice high ceilings. This doorway actually that we walk through here, this is going to go get enclosed and just be a solid wall.
Okay.
The original door frame here is going to stay. That'll be good. And then from there, if you want to go into the kitchen,
Sure.
so in the kitchen area here, a couple changes. When we came in here, there really was not a lot of cabinetry, just your basic sink, range, and the refrigerator was here.
Okay.
We were going to put the refrigerator back, but the client let us know that growing up, this was kind of like a little seat-in eating area and stuff like that, and they prefer the refrigerator in a different area. So in this little niche over here, we're going to recess the refrigerator all the way inside there, so it'll kind of be like a built-in fridge. We'll be doing full cabinets.
It's going to be
lower.
within that room, or is it
Correct.
going to be?
That'll be in that room. So it's going to get framed in this space, coming about here, and this will get all wall plated. On the other side will be a closet for this bedroom, and then, like I said, this will utilize the refrigerator area.
Nice.
So you'll be able to open the fridge right here, which is nice. Have a little bit of space. This will be dishwasher, sink, countertop and drawers. We'll have a nice gas range right here. And then they kind of wanted to do an open countertop here, more for kind of like a learning center or a desk type mindset on this wall, and go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And of course, that's where the venting is for the stove is going to be.
Correct. Yeah. Originally, that was a.
It was like a
brick
chimney or
fireplace,
something.
A chimney there, and we
Yeah.
removed that.
Okay, cool.
That's the standard thing.
And so, and this will go in. This will be a laundry and a bathroom. Nice. Now, you're keeping as many of a window type frames as possible, or you're
Correct. So the windows. So the windows are all going to get replaced, but the decorative trim above it and all the side casings, all that's going to stay original and the same. The height of most of the windows are pretty low, so they're actually going to move up 2 feet to accommodate more modern furniture and style, things like that.
Okay. And still kind of maintain that historical look? Okay, nice. And again, we talked about all this old timber, which you don't find anymore.
No, it's true dimensional, actual 2-inch by 4-inch
Right.
heart redwood lumber. Yeah, this does not exist. It's amazing how good quality and how straight and square the surface is for being almost 130 years old now. So, yeah.
Wow. So should we take a look upstairs?
Sure.
All right. Lead the way. And this is added in here for AC or heat.
Correct, yeah. Yeah, this is all the ducting and return for the downstairs HVAC system. This is actually old and going to get terminated, so this will get patched up and be a nice, more open floor plan.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, let me ask you a quick question while we're going by. The fireplace.
Yes.
This is like being decommissioned?
Pretty much, yeah. We're going to rebuild it, I think, for aesthetic purposes for the client, but minus that, it's not going to be a functional fireplace anymore.
Okay. It won't even be like a heat type source?
At the moment, that's not the plan.
Okay.
Yeah. There's not knowing the integrity of the chimney and everything like that, and staying in the budget.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Let's head on upstairs. I love these old banisters.
Yes. Or
Well, I remember this here. It's a long way down.
Yep.
So this is going to go into a bathroom.
yes, go in the current upstairs bathroom that used to be there. So we'll have a full tub, dual sink vanity, and toilet in this bathroom now. Which will be very nice.
So how do you deal with the existing roof line that's going on
We're
right
probably
there?
going to create a new valley and better flashing style that ties in, that makes a little bit better sense.
Okay, and of course all this is going to be re-roofed anyway.
Correct,
And
yeah.
nice.
Blank canvas. Up now, right, we're blank canvas, but we'll have 3 bedrooms up here. These 2 bedrooms currently have closets. This one we're actually going to add a closet here. We're going to go out about a foot and then come in a foot here, so that'll be a nice little walk-in closet in this room as well that did not exist
Nice.
before.
And how's that closet going to work with that window? Is there going to be inset?
Yeah, so it'll come out to probably about here, and it'll go in, so we'll have plenty of space, for the window, and like I said, it'll protrude out about a foot.
Oh, okay.
And then the door will just kind of, open up and be good. So,
Nice. And gonna, of course, raise the bottom
Correct.
part of the windows.
All these are going to come up about a foot to 2 feet. They're currently anywhere from 72 to 84 in height. All of them are going to be 36 by 60s.
Nice. Well, it's coming along. This kind of interesting little spot in here. It looks like you can almost create a storage space in here.
Yeah, this is going down to the kitchen and definitely a lot nicer space. Of course, all these walls are going to get insulated as well. So with getting rid of the single pane windows and insulation, the comfort level of this house is going to completely change for sure.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And I know we have some of the hanging fixtures here.
Yep.
Plan on keeping those and cleaning them up, or?
I think downstairs the clients are they have some vintage ones they want us to put in, but upstairs everything else is just going to be modern can lights and things like that.
Okay,
So,
all right. So these are just here just for placement. They're
pretty
staying
much,
there.
yeah, just kind of we'll still hanging out and they'll get demoed soon.
You gotta love the old
Oh yeah.
wiring, and you could see
At one time,
even
this
in
home
here
was
knob and tube.
wired.
In case anybody didn't know what knob and tube is, that's an example of it right there. Knob and tube went out, well, like what, in the 30s and 40s, or?
Correct, yeah. I think the 40s, somewhere around there, it was completely done with and started getting a full insulated wire.
Right. Yeah, there's some more of it up there.
And at one period of time, this home was updated, probably in the 50s,
Uh-huh.
somewhere with wiring, it looks like. And then, it's about to get all brand new wiring. Everything's going to be torn out. It'll be all fresh. New
So-
panel and everything.
What is the next phase? I know you're going to have that all built out and then kind of walled in.
So the next phase is kind of going to go both interior and exterior. Once they're done with the full sheeting, they're going to be installing windows, getting the siding on, getting the roof done, so that the whole exterior is now watertight, airtight, we're good. While that's happening, we're going to have the electrical crew and the plumbing crew in doing all their rough-in electrical and plumbing. We'll get the insulation put in, and then we'll get all our rough-in inspections done. And then from there, we'll get to drywall and start
The new roof and all that other kind of
Oh, yeah.
stuff. What are they going to do with the flooring? Any of this original wood flooring?
No, I mean everything here. This is all just subfloor. Probably again going to do 1/4-inch plywood over everything just to give a nice flat surface. And then the clients will be going with a more modern LVP flooring upstairs and downstairs.
What kind of flooring is that?
It'd be a luxury vinyl plank or laminate veneer plank. Pretty
Okay.
much, it's a vinyl product that's waterproof material. Still has a nice wood look to it and
Right.
a nice feel, but easier on maintenance. They want to turn this into a rental, so for those tenants and things like that, it'll be easy to keep clean and repairs
Yep.
and stuff like that.
So it'd be lower maintenance and everything else.
Exactly.
And very good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm kind of excited to see this project coming along, and
Next time we have you out, hopefully the roof will be done, all the siding will be on, the windows, so it'll have a completely different exterior look, and inside we'll probably be ready for done with the rough and electrical and plumbing.
yeah, no, I'd like to be out here when we're just about time ready to maybe get all the rough in, so we
Absolutely.
have an idea of what everything's going to look like, and then after that we'll have the drywall up and the insulation blown, and then the flooring and all that other kind of good stuff.
Just doing all the final details and give it back to the homeowner.
Any work being done on the exterior at all? as far as the landing in the front? And
That's all staying the same. We're going to rebuild the railing and bring it up to code and stuff like that. But we're going to rehab the main posts. Those are historical and they're in good condition.
Right.
And the concrete and stuff like that is still good enough for now.
Let's go down and take a look at that really quick, and then. Now the controversy was this looked like an exterior.
Correct. Now I think this was never duplex, only a single family home.
So this was always kind of a duplex where this would be like the entry.
No, this was never duplex.
Oh, okay. Let's go outside where it's a little quieter. Yep.
Yeah, the home was always a single family home, never duplex, but originally this home had no central heating and air. It was just windows in the summer and fireplace in the winter.
Yeah.
The fireplace actually upstairs you see had ducts that would bring heat into those rooms. But the mindset was that they could close off the downstairs in the winter, have the fireplace going, heat the downstairs, be warm down there. If it got too warm, they could open up that window that kind of looks like an exterior window to bring it up upstairs, but minus that, they would just close off and keep the heat down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this will then remain still as a single family
Correct. Yeah,
rental.
Yep.
So let's talk about a lot of this original work here, the scroll work and the posts and all of that.
So luckily, all the top scroll work is overall in good condition still. We're just gonna scrape it, pressure wash it, get it going again, do some epoxy filler where need be, but overall condition is really good.
Right.
So we don't have to remove it. We're actually going to frame down for the new windows. You're probably about 6 inches, so we have new nailing flanges to be able to probably seal it all the way around and not disturb it, and then we'll clean it up and make it nice. All the rails and sides, most of that stuff is common material that we can still get, so we'll repurpose what we need to or install new.
And then these posts, you said you're gonna...
Yeah, these are all gonna get sanded, and we'll probably do an epoxy skim coat over everything to smooth it out real nice, and everything will get repainted, because, overall, these ones really good condition.
Do you kind of recap the bottom down there?
We probably will, yeah. We'll probably cap those and put the metal foot bases on there to give it a little bit
and of course, this will be all replaced
Correct.
here.
This will get all replaced, and this also get raised up, so it's a proper safety codes.
Right. And then you'll put a railing down here. Is there anything you're going to do as far as this concrete goes?
Right now, there is no plan, other than just clean it up as best we can.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what about on this entry? It looks kind of like a tile.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that. We'll talk to the client and see what they want to do. That may just get cleaned up as best as possible or potentially removed for now. And then, of course, brand new front door and entry and everything like that.
Right. Is that a standard door?
It is a standard door. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, Jim, I'm excited about this project and seeing it come along. It's
Thank you.
kind of like, we'd hate to have seen this be scraped down in the dirt and rebuild when there's just so much good stuff that's in here.
It really is. The bones were good on the home. It's square. There's no major settling except for, like I said, that addition area that was done at some time in the past. Now it's updated correctly, and it'll be good to go.
All right. So until next time, we'll see you in the next phase.
Sounds good.
All righty. Back to the studio. Okay, what did you think? It turned out to be quite the project. As you saw, it used to be figuring they were going to fix up the foundation on the back part of the house, but they found out that whole part of the house was not even built correctly, and it was wondering how in the world it was staying together, especially when they were going to do a complete renovation on the bottom floor and the top floor of that section. Well, it is all being done new, up to code, better and stronger than what it was before. Anyway, thank you for joining me in this episode. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, subscribe to this channel, also any comments that you might have, and make sure to share this. Thank you for joining me in this episode of the Renovation Nation.